Welcome. Today we are going to talk about something that connects all of us. It is the very ground beneath our feet and the air we breathe. Let's begin our journey by looking at our planet, Earth. In the vast, silent expanse of the universe, our world is a breathtaking exception. It is a vibrant, living jewel, teeming with an incredible diversity of life that we have not found anywhere else. This uniqueness makes Earth not just our home, but a precious sanctuary that we have been entrusted with. It is the only place we know of where the conditions are just right for life to flourish, from the smallest microbe to the largest whale. So, what exactly is the environment? In the simplest terms, the environment is everything that surrounds us. It extends far beyond our homes and cities, encompassing vast oceans, dense forests, towering mountains, and sweeping deserts. To truly understand the environment, we must first break it down into its fundamental components. Scientists divide these components into two main categories: biotic and abiotic factors. The term biotic comes from the Greek word bios, meaning life. Biotic factors are all the living or once living organisms within an ecosystem. This includes everything from the towering trees in a forest to the animals that live among them, the birds that fly overhead, and even the tiny bacteria and fungi in the soil. On the other hand, we have the abiotic factors. The prefix a means not, so abiotic factors are the non-living chemical and physical parts of the environment. Examples of abiotic factors are abundant and essential. They include sunlight, which provides the energy for most life on Earth, water, which is vital for all known living things, and the very air we breathe. The distinction between biotic and abiotic is clear, yet they are inseparable. Life depends completely on the non-living world. A plant, a biotic factor, needs sunlight, water, and soil nutrients, all abiotic factors, to grow. An animal, another biotic factor, needs to drink water and breathe air, both abiotic, to survive. Environments are not all the same. They exist in various forms. The first type is the natural environment. These are areas that exist largely without significant human modification. In these places, natural processes dominate. The cycles of weather, the growth of plants, and the behavior of animals proceed according to the ancient rhythms of nature. Next, we have human-modified environments. These are natural landscapes that have been altered by people to meet their needs, but still retain a significant portion of their natural characteristics. A perfect example is agricultural land. A field of wheat was once a grassland or a forest, but it has been cleared and cultivated for farming. Finally, we find human-made or built environments. These are landscapes that have been created entirely by humans and are dominated by artificial structures and systems. Cities are the ultimate example of a built environment. Here, natural terrain has been replaced by concrete, asphalt, and steel. Each of these environment types plays a different role in our world and presents unique challenges and opportunities. Understanding these different categories helps us recognize the diverse ways we interact with our surroundings and highlights the need for careful planning. Our environment is not just a passive backdrop to our lives, it is an active provider, a source of everything we need to survive and thrive. The most immediate of these is the air we breathe. The atmosphere, a delicate blanket of gases surrounding Earth, provides the oxygen that our cells need to produce energy. Beyond the air, our environment provides us with water, the very essence of life. Every living organism requires water to function, from the smallest bacterium to the largest tree. The planet's water cycle, a continuous process of evaporation, condensation, and precipitation, ensures that this vital resource is distributed across the globe. Of course, we also depend on the environment for food. All the food we consume originates from the natural world. Whether we eat plants directly or consume animals that have eaten plants, the energy we get comes from the sun, captured by producers in the soil and the sea. Finally, the environment provides us with the materials for shelter. From the earliest humans who sought refuge in caves to our modern construction of complex buildings, in every conceivable way, from the air in our lungs to the roof over our heads, we are completely and utterly dependent on the generosity of our environment. Throughout human history, our relationship with the environment has been complex and constantly evolving. This relationship can be understood through different philosophical approaches. In early human societies, a view known as environmental determinism was common. This is the idea that the physical environment, especially factors like climate and geography, dictates the development of human societies. As technology advanced and human societies grew more complex, a new perspective emerged called possibilism. This approach argues that while the environment may set certain constraints, it does not define our destiny. For example, a desert environment might make traditional agriculture difficult, but humans can develop complex irrigation systems to make it possible. In recent decades, however, we have begun to see the limitations and dangers of unchecked possibilism. The belief that we can overcome any environmental limit has led to widespread pollution, resource depletion, and climate change. This has given rise to a more balanced and cautious perspective, the ecological approach. This view sees humans not as separate from or superior to nature, but as an integral part of the global ecosystem. It emphasizes the interconnectedness of all living things and the non-living environment. It recognizes that our actions have consequences that can ripple through the entire system. This approach calls for a partnership with nature, one based on respect, understanding, and stewardship. It urges us to use our knowledge not just to conquer nature, but to live in harmony with it. As we confront the immense environmental challenges of our time, a powerful and hopeful concept has emerged to guide us: sustainable development. The most widely accepted definition describes sustainable development as development that meets the needs of the present, without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. This vision of sustainability rests on three interconnected pillars: ecological, economic, and social. The ecological pillar, often called environmental sustainability, is about protecting the planet's natural systems. It involves conserving biodiversity, maintaining the health of our air and water. The economic pillar focuses on creating long-term prosperity without harming the environment. It promotes businesses and industries that are efficient, innovative, and responsible. Finally, the social pillar is about ensuring fairness, equity, and a high quality of life for all people, now and in the future. It addresses issues like health, education, and human rights. The true power of this model lies in the understanding that these three pillars are not separate goals, but are deeply intertwined. True sustainability can only be achieved when we find solutions that work at the intersection of all three pillars. To move toward this sustainable future, there are several key areas where the world must focus its efforts. We need to manage population growth and reduce poverty, transition to sustainable agricultural practices, protect critical ecosystems, shift to clean energy, and reduce waste. These are monumental tasks, but they are essential for creating a stable, prosperous, and enduring world for all. This requires international cooperation, innovative technologies, and a fundamental shift in our collective behavior. Every one of us has a role to play. By educating ourselves, making conscious choices in our daily lives, and demanding action from our leaders, we can contribute to the solution. The study of the environment is ultimately the study of our home, our future, and ourselves.